Okay, YouTube, back with another video here, and as you can see, we got some parts off of the 66 Chevy Impala here, and these are the lower headlight plates, which attaches to the bumper of the front of the car also, but they're right off the grill at the angle here that I'm have the camera going. This is the bottom of the grill here. And when I flip this up, you can see that it's just a front grille to the 66. But it's actually these two plates that fit into here, and it kind of folds into the bumper. And I'm gonna be powder coating these. It had an old paint that was peeling already, and there was just a lot of grease and buildup on there. So I went to my local Home Depot and I got this premium paint and epoxy remover. And it seems to be doing a good job. It's lifting everything. And what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna grab some gloves and I'm gonna do a little bit of scraping. And then I'll take it outside and I'll give it a little wash to see how much of the buildup actually came off. And then we'll pretty much take it from there as the first step to the powder coating. Alrighty, back with another step here, YouTube, and as you can see, with the degreaser, the paint stripper, this is what we have after that process. And I pretty much just grabbed a towel, I dried it all out, I took a wire wheel and I kind of, washed it with it. But as you can see, we got much of a cleaner surface here, but not as good enough to my likings before I can powder coat. So now I have my Milwaukee here, and I kind of started already, but I'm pretty much just stripping everything that we have there, because everything has to come off. This is I'd say it's a 120 grit roll-lock pad that I have there, and pretty much just stripping away. And once I have it all stripped down, I'll do another wipe down. I'll probably spray a rust inhibitor in there to protect it. And then I'll give it another good wire wheel with the Milwaukee here to the point where the surface is nice, clean, and smooth to the touch. And then I'll pretty much take it from there. Alrighty, YouTube, back with another clip here. And as you can see, finally got one strip down. It took me about 10 minutes to do this. And as you can see here, this is just with the paint stripper and a wire brush. I just passed through it. But here I'm actually using the Milwaukee with a roll-lock pad on there. And then as you can see, we got a much cleaner surface. It's shiny. There's a lot of stripping streaks from the Milwaukee wheel. But I'm just trying to get it to the point where it's as clean as I can get it. I'll degrease it, make sure that the surface is nice and straight, and then I have some super chrome powder that I'm actually gonna apply to this, and then we'll see how it comes out from there. But it's coming out real nice, as you can see, compared to this one, to what we have here. Nice, shiny, but a lot of wire wheel chrome strips on there. But it's clean and it's coming out, and then I'll shoot another clip after the next process. Okay, YouTube, and this step here, as you can see, we got both parts pretty much sand down with the Milwaukee grinder. And I used one of these wheels here, which is a 80 grit Nico. I purchased this from eBay or either Amazon. I'm pretty sure you can find them in both. Now what I did, pretty much grind everything down to the shiny metal as much as I could, but as you can see, there's some spots here that has pitting to where the rust has actually dug real deep into the metal. Can't really do nothing about that unless I was to grind it all the way down, but I don't want to lose too much surface. And after I did that, just on the back side here, I'm actually gonna paint this part black because that will be facing the bottom of the car. And I'm gonna powder coat this super chrome with the Eastwood powder here. And but before I do that, before I even lay the black paint down, I'm gonna lay the powder first, since that has to be baked. And what I did on the back surface here, I used this rust primer to kind of retard the rust here so that it does not come back, and it stops it in its track. And it actually lays a layer of primer. So what I did, I have a spray bottle. I sprayed it. I let it sit for 15 minutes, and then I came back and I wiped everything down. And I'm gonna do another wipe here because I'm touching everything, but it has a protective layer on there that can be sprayed on now with the Total Boat Rust Primer, which I purchased from Amazon. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wipe everything down. I'll prep it. First part is to powder coat it, and then the second part is to paint it black, and then we'll pretty much take it from there. Okay, back with another step here, and as you can see, pretty much did the best I could with as far as prepping the product here. And I took that Milwaukee angle grinder, and you know, I pretty much cleaned it as much as I can. And it's real nice and chromy, but it just has the grinding streaks on the material here, as you can see. And what is going on this is actually the Eastwood Super Extreme Chrome. That's what I have here. I got the surface area prepped. And what I did, I also went over it with the degreaser because I've been getting my fingerprints and everything on it. But one thing I want to show you here, I purchased this oven here. And as far as in a 110 volt, this is about, it says it can take a whole pizza, but I'd say it's probably about 14 inches wide. And this is actually about 15 inches. And another thing, there's no place to connect my electrical connection here for the grounding for the Eastwood powder coating gun. So what I did, I found a hole here and I just plugged in a screw. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna connect that there. That way we have good grounding so the powder can stick. And then another thing here, this does not fit at a straight angle. So what I'm gonna have to do, I have some heat gloves. After powder coating, I'm gonna do a pre-warm up, but I'm actually gonna have to place it at an angle here, just like that. So it's at an angle, but I won't heat it up too much because this side of the product is much closer to the heat strips here, more than the bottom is. So I'm gonna do a slow cook with the powder in it. I'm gonna see if that actually, you know, cures both sides well, and then I'll pretty much take it from there. Okay, back with the setup process, and I got my bake oven here pretty much heated to 300. Got the part on the table here, gonna get ready to powder coat, and I have my grounding set here. I'm just gonna move this aside so it does not interfere. And as you can see here, this is the setup. We got our small compressor to provide the air needed to push the powder. This is our Eastwood hot coat gun, which I have set up here. And then this is our bake oven, and this is our part. So after I'm pretty much done laying the powder down, put on my heat gloves here, and I'm just gonna pop that right into the oven, let it sit for like maybe 30 to 40 minutes, and I'll see how it's gradually going as time is going by. And if it looks like it's cured from there, I'll pull it out and I'll take another video here to see how it looks. Okay, YouTube. Okay, as you can see here, YouTube, I got my gun set and I got my compressor loaded, and we'll just do a test blow here. And that's pretty much set to a high number, so I'm gonna reduce that a little. But bear with me, I'm doing everything with one hand, but it's pretty simple. We're just gonna lay our powder down, and that's pretty much it, and we'll take it from there. So I'll let the camera down, and then because I'm gonna do some adjustments to the compressor here, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, YouTube, back with another one here, and as you can see, this is the material, and we pretty much got a full coat of the extreme powder. And now from this point, I'm just gonna disconnect the line here, and as you can see, all corners are pretty much covered. So we got a good layer of the chrome powder there, and I'm just gonna pop it in and let it bake Also, when you're doing this, do not forget to have your power activator ready. I guess you press this and this sends the power to the grounding here, which allows the powder to stick. That's something to not to forget to do. And then we'll pretty much take it from there, YouTube. Okay, back with another one here, and this is after a 10-minute process within the bake here. And as you can see, that powder is pretty much melting. I don't know what to call this, but it's kind of like orange peel. It's not a smooth surface, but that's only because my prep work was not as smooth. So however the outcome of your prep work is, that is the outcome of your final product. And these are my settings here for this bake oven. Pretty much got it at 300. It's baking. I'll give it another 10 minutes. I'll shut it off and then I'll see how it looks from there. And I'll compare it to this one to see how it actually comes out, and then we'll pretty much take it from there. I'm not sure if I will lay another layer of chrome because clear coat, because I do have powder and clear also, and then I'll pretty much take it from there. Okay, YouTube. Okay, YouTube, back with another one here, and as you can see, we got both of our lower headlight bumper plates for the 66 Chevy Impala. And as you can see here, it has a good shine, but I'd say compared to what a bumper shine is, it is quite different, but it does have a shine. Just has a textured layer, but that's all in the prep. But as you can see here, when I put it next to the two, you can actually see the difference. And I would call this a real chrome compared to what this is. This is an extreme chrome from Eastwood, but came out nice. It's not the pure chrome as the bumper. I'd say it's more aluminum like a shiny aluminum, but yeah, this is the final product from Eastwood. Powder coating with the single voltage PCS 150 single voltage powder coating system here. With my oven, got my compressor, and that's pretty much all you need. And this is what we got as the final product here. Okay, thank you, YouTube. Alrighty, YouTube, this is the other part to the powder coating. I'm pretty much almost done here for the work that I wanted to do today, but I kind of wanted to record everything for YouTube. And what we have here are the Impala emblems now. The lower headlight bumper plates are done and they're sitting right here. I just gotta find a good place to put those. But it seems pretty durable. It's hard and it's there. It's not scratchy or anything like paint that'll scratch off. Now we're focused on the emblems here, which I'm going to paint to match the Impala emblems, which I did here on a prior video. And as you can see behind that green, there's a shiny chrome. And it actually came out real nice, and I'm hoping that the emblems here will come out the same, because that's to match that what will be going on the front fender here. And this is also a powder coating from Eastwood, and this is called the Hot Coat Powder Sour Apple Green. And I got my mini oven baking here for a little. Gonna go ahead and powder coat these, and then we'll get them in there, and then we'll see how they come out. Alrighty, YouTube, back with another one here, and as you can see, I finally got the parts powder coated here. Nice and green. Got the mini oven on preheat, and I'm gonna go ahead and pop these in. We'll let it sit for about 30-40 minutes, and then we'll see what the outcome is, and then I'll post another video. Alrighty, YouTube, after 30 or 40 minutes of baking or so, this is the final product we got here. I did a little touch up on the emblems again, not much, just a light little coat. That way everything matched. But what I'm gonna do, because it's kind of blending in with the aluminum paper here, I'm gonna remove the emblems from the aluminum paper and I'll lay it on a piece of cardboard here. That way you can visualize the quality of the work much better, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, YouTube, and for the finale, as you can see here, the Impala emblems over the white paper, you can visualize much better, and it actually came out real good, and this is it.